Hello UIL Memory Team, it's Mr. T here, and yes, I'm so sorry if I haven't been posting all lesson videos. I've been super busy lately with stuff, but now I'm back, and now I can say that now lessons for the 2025-2026 music memory has officially begun, and now we are in a year. Now we get to start going over all pieces for this year's music memory. So this first piece that you see today is posted today. The second piece is posted tomorrow for Tuesday. Okay, so I have two lesson videos that I'll post already. So obviously do this one first and take notes and do homework for this. And once you're done, you can do the second piece. So this is the first piece of this year's music memory, and it's Rodeo Hoedown by Copland. And this is going to be a wonderful piece to start off with this year's music memory, and I'm looking forward to going over this piece with you guys. So today's piece is Rodeo Hoedown by Copland. It's a wonderful piece, and let's start off with introducing the piece, and just to let you know that there is a movement activity video today, so I'll talk more about that for homework, because obviously you will be doing that for homework. So I'll talk more about that today as well. And because this is a fun piece to do, there's obviously a movement activity to start the year, which is really great. And most important of all, I really hope that you will enjoy your first piece of this year's music memory, which is Rodeo Hoedown by Copland. So this is our first piece, and now let's start off our video today, and let's go ahead and start. Alright, enjoy this lesson video today. Today's piece that you will go over is Rodeo Hoedown by Copland. Echo the piece after me. Rodeo Hoedown by Copland. Let's say the whole title together. Ready? Begin. Rodeo Hoedown by Copland. This will be our first selection of this year's music memory, and as you can tell, the category that will start off this year's music memory for our first selection is full orchestra, which is a category of all of the instrument families that play with all of the instrument families. So this will be the first piece of this year's music memory, and the category for our first selection to open up this year's music memory is full orchestra. The picture on the bottom is the element from the map, and it shows a picture of two couples dancing. I wonder what the map will look like this year for this piece. We hope that you will enjoy listen to the selection today. Alright, so now since we introduced the piece, now we are going to go over our background information. So now it's time to do those again. For those who are new this year, every time when we start our lesson videos, we always start with the background information. The background information is an information card that will help us get to know the piece more and the composer more. Every time we go round robin, meaning that we start off with about the composer, then about the music, and then we read vocabularies, that we read famous vocabularies to find out what's going to be all about today for this piece, and you will get to know more about this piece at the end. So, as we say, let's go round robin and start our background information together. We will now read the background information. Please follow along with me through the whole title. About the composer. Aaron Copland was born in Brooklyn, New York in 1900 and was a 20th century composer. He was the youngest of 5 children. His parents came from America from Lithuania. As a young child, he took piano lessons from his older sister and began writing songs at the age of 8. When he first started composing music, he tried to hide it from the other kids because he was afraid they would make fun of him. His love for music overcame his fear of being teased, and he became a very famous musician of all time. He lived to be 90 and had a long, brilliant career as a composer, conductor, and teacher. So Copland was very scared at composing music because he would be afraid what the other students would think about his music. They might make fun of him, or they might say his music is lame, but as you listen to his piece, it is not lame. It is actually really fun to hear. So that's, yeah, and that's one thing that you may not know, that Copland had his fears of being teased because of his music. But he got through it, and most of his people loved his music. So he kind of like had anxiety, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know? So yeah. Alright, let's go and read about the music. Copland's ballet, Rodeo, composed in 1942, and it tells the story of a cowgirl who competes in a rodeo. She tries to impress the head wrangler cowboy with her riding and roping skills. A bronco throws her during the contest, and all the cowboys, except for a kind roper, laugh at her. Then the cowgirl shows up for the hoedown party in a fancy dress. The cowboys try to win her attention, but she selects the kind roper as her dance partner. Copland uses American fiddle tunes for his hoedown themes. This selection is an ABA form, which we will talk more about that real soon. Let's go over all the cowboys, the main parts that we're going to go over today. ABA form. It means a three-part musical form which the main theme returns after a contrasting section, which you will talk more about that today on the animated lesson kit video today, okay? And then of course the ballet, a story told through dance and music. Next up is more facts about this piece. This recording was made by the Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra, conducted by Joanne Falletta, who was born in 1954. Falletta was born in Queens, New York City, and is a virtuoso guitar and mandolin player. As a college student, she began conducting the student orchestra and decided to become a professional conductor. She has won many awards, including several Grammys. So this is about the conductor who conducts this piece by the Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra, which the audio of this piece will be performed by a Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra, which is really cool, huh? Very cool. Yes. Alright, y'all, so that was our background information. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and now let's move on to our next thing. Since we did the background information, now let's take a look at our category talent chart review. So obviously today's selection is performed by a full orchestra, which is all the instruments together. So as you look in the category, you see orchestra, small ensemble, vocal, band, and solo piano. Obviously, this piece is orchestra, so it's the first orchestra out of 5. There are 2 small ensembles, 4 vocal selections, 1 band piece, and 3 solo pianos. And this category for today is orchestra, and it is the first out of 5. So that is the category for today. And for those who are new, and for those, this will be new this year. So every year, we're always going to be doing a talent chart review to catch up on how many categories that we did through the entire year. I think this is a wonderful thing to do, so that way we can remember at the beginning, as we go on, how many categories that we did. So today is the first orchestra out of 5th. So as we look at it today, we marked the first orchestra out of 5th because this selection is performed by a full orchestra. Okay. Small ensemble, vocal, band, and a solo piano are not marked yet because we haven't got to those parts yet. Okay, but full orchestra it is. But all the rest will come soon as we go on this year. Okay, all right. So that was our category, and let's move on. All right. So Now, the most important thing that you've been waiting for, it's time to review our Squilt. So, let's go over our Squilt, and plus, for those who are new, Squilt is is an activity that we do. So every time when we go over a piece, we always listen to the audio of the piece first before we watch the animated listening map. So that's what we're going to do right now is listen to the Squilt for this selection. Okay, so I'm going to introduce y'all the Squilt, and you should have, and this Squilt will be actually linked on my Google Doc. So whenever you can actually print it out. So the only thing that I will share from Google Docs is Squilt, because obviously Music Memory, Study Handbook, or the Teacher's Guide does not have Squilt because it's created by me. So this will be on my description below of your Squilt. Okay, I will always have the link for Squilt every time. Okay, so now let me introduce you to Squilt before you print it all out first. Okay, let me introduce it to you first. Okay, so this is our Squilt. So as you can see, there are 3 pages, and so as you can see, for those who are not new this year, and for those who've been with me for the previous years, the Squilt has changed, and I changed Squilt for this year. So there will be 7 questions as you go over this piece. For those who are new, there will be 7 questions. So at the beginning, when you get your Squilt, you will put your name, date, and put your instructor's name if you have one. If you don't, just put my name. Okay, but if you have an instructor, put that name too. Okay. You will also put the name of the selection, which is Rodeo Hoedown, and you will put the composer's name, Copland. And if you want to know how to spell Copland, it's on. So I put the title down below that you see in the bottom, so it will show you how to spell the title, and it will show you how to spell the composer. Okay, so it's down below. Okay, and before you start, you will be circling which category is today's selection, and obviously it's orchestra, so you will circle A, orchestra. Okay, and you will and you will also be reading directions on your own before you start, and then you will start. So questions 1 through 4 are required, and questions 5 through 7 are not. You don't have to do 5 and 7, but you have to do 1 through 4. Okay, because it's required. Okay, so that's that. All right, so that's the Squilt, and now we are about to start. Alright, so it's time to start now. So please, whatever you do right now, please pause this video, download the link, and then please print it. If you haven't printed, please print it out, and let's go ahead and start. Okay, so so this is going to be a Squilt, and if you have all those first parts down, like the name, teacher's name, date, name of the piece, and the composer, and circle what category it is, you will all ready to go. Okay. So now I present to you to hear what this piece looks like. Okay, so now we get to hear what this piece looks like, and don't forget, we're not watching the map first. We're just hearing the audio of this piece. Okay, so here is the audio of Rodeo Hoedown by Copland. Enjoy.
Rodeo Hoedown by Copland.
Okay, so that was the piece. It's amazing, isn't it? I love this piece so much. It's amazing. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to go over our setting the stage activity, which is our favorite part of this of, of, of this lesson. Go over the setting the stage activity and talk about more about stuff about this piece. All right. So now, I'm going to present to you the setting the stage activity to go over what it's all about. Okay. So here is the setting the stage activity. Here it is. Okay, let's start off our setting the stage activity. So, what do you know about a rodeo? Do y'all know? A rodeo is a live event from the Western heritage, and it features many Western shows, such as, you may have heard about this before, bronco riding, barrel racing, and steel wrestling. These shows feature at a rodeo event that features in a year. For those who might be from Texas, like me, you may have seen lots of rodeo events like the Houston Rodeo, the Austin Rodeo, the San Antonio Rodeo. Have you heard those rodeos before? And the Fort Worth Rodeo? Well, all those rodeos feature all of these shows in every rodeo every year. So that's what it's all about. Yep. So that's what a rodeo is all about. Okay. And much more. As you listen to this piece today, this music will be a type of music you might hear at a rodeo for a Western dance known as the hoedown. Now, I'm going to play the A selection to hear a little bit of a hoedown. Here it is. And it has the fiddle player in this piece. Today, you will hear Rodeo Hoedown by Copland. Alright, so now this is the moment that we've been waiting for. So this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Now I'm going to present to you the animated listening map of this selection today. So now I'm about to show you what the map looks like in this piece today. So here is the official map of this piece. I'm going to pull it up right now. And now I present to you the animated listening map of Rodeo Hoedown by Copland. Here is what the map looks like. Ready to see it? Here it is. So this is our map for today. As you can tell, this map shows a picture of like what's it like to be in the Western heritage. So today, as you go on today, you will notice that at the beginning it starts over here, and it starts with a swinging lasso rope, and it goes on after the introduction, and it goes to the A section. So when you follow along the map, please follow along the pathway, which you see, which you please follow the stars that you see on the map will guide you throughout. So it starts off with the rope, and then it ends with these, which is performed by a piano, a string bass, and a wood blocker, and then it continues. So after the introduction, it goes to the A section, which the pathway looks like this, and then it goes to the B, and then there's a decrescendo, which we'll talk more about that on the video today, and then the B section, it goes over here, and it stops over here because it goes to the interlude next, okay? And the interlude pathway to the interlude is this. And then it'll do a long fermata over here, which you'll talk more about that today on the video too. And then it goes to the A prime section, and it goes to over here, and it ends it with coda, and that's where it ends. Okay, so that's pretty good to know. But when you watch the map today, you will not see this part on the A prime section because they forgot to add it on the map. But it's okay. It's okay. It's still good. Okay. All right. So that is what the map looks like. And now let's talk about more about our animated lesson key videos for today. Okay. All right. Okay, so our next part is we're going to be watching our animated a lesson kit video for today. So now please follow along with me because I do have some directions when you watch the video. So now I'm going to put, so this year, every year when we do our lesson kit videos, this time they will be presented in this videos because this time they are created by me. In the video, I will be presenting to you more information about the selection in a video. The video will have an introduction mini. It will have an introduction mini lesson greeting, a composer information card, and a video lesson presentation. The video lesson will show the map and will show the highlighted key musical elements that you will know more about this piece today and about the map too. We will watch the video all together. So let's enjoy it. And now I'm going to present to you the animated lesson kit videos for today for Rodeo Hoedown by Copland for our first selection. So here it is. Now I'm going to present it to you now. In today's mini lesson, we'll cover a piece by Copland, which is a ballet. It is an ABA form, and it features a hoedown. This lively selection, Rodeo Hoedown by Copland, comes from a very famous ballet that Copland wrote. A ballet is a story told through dance and music. This ballet tells the story of a cowgirl who competes in a rodeo. The form of this selection is ABA form, which is a three-part musical form which the main theme, A, returns after a contrasting section. It also has an introduction, a special beginning, an interlude, a special middle part of the selection, and a coda, a special ending. There is also an A prime, which is similar to the A section, but not the same. The hoedown is the last and final part of the ballet rodeo, and it is a special social gathering full of cowboys and cowgirls, and it comes from a lively folk dance from the Western heritage. The dynamics that are featured in this piece are piano, quiet, forte, loud, and decrescendo, gradually getting softer. You will also hear a fermata, which means that it holds a note longer than it's notated. The other words you will see on the map are a tempo, which means return to the main tempo, ritardando, which means gradually getting slower, and a leggera, a brief pause or break in the flow of music, indicating by two parallel lines and a musical notation. Some people will call this leggera railroad tracks. Instruments featured on the map are a trombone, French horn, oboe, woodblock, xylophone, snare drum, bass drum, violin, string bass, and solo piano. In today's mini lesson, we cover the piece by Copland that comes from a ballet. It is an ABA form, and it comes from a hoedown. Alright, so that was our animated lesson kit video for today. So did you enjoy it? And I hope you learned more about all information about this piece. So now we are about to watch the map real soon. But before I do, I want to introduce y'all the homework of all homework that you will be doing for this first selection for this is music memory. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce you all of the homework that you will be doing for this is music memory. And once we're done, then I will show you the map, and then we will end our first lesson video for today. Okay, so here is all the homework that I have planned for you guys. Okay, here it is. Alright, so now, since we're done with our animated lesson kit videos for today, let's go ahead and go over our homework for today. So, our first homework that you will see is, of course, discussing the animated listening map, okay? So, let's start with number 1, and it is, you are going to discuss the map with 3 questions. You might... And for those who are new this year, every time after when you watch the map at the end of the lesson video, you will be... So one of the things that you will do for homework is you will be discussing the map on 3 questions about what y'all thought of it. Okay, so for those who are new, every time when we do a piece, you will always ask yourself 3 questions. For those who are still who know about this, you may know what I'm talking about. So the questions you will be asked are: what did you think of the map? What did you notice on the map? And which part was your favorite part on the map? So those are the 3 questions you will be asked. You will be discussing all these 3 questions for homework. It will help you remember how did you see this map as you were watching it today. So, most importantly, have fun. That's the most important of all, okay? So for those who are new, those are the 3 questions you're going to ask. If you want to take a picture of this part, you can, but those are the 3 questions you will be asking for homework, okay? Alright. Next up is our videos. We have the videos that you will have for homework is the kinesthetic title with Mrs. Debbie Tainer. That's one of your videos. She makes the video fun, of course, obviously. Your next video is the movement activities, which on the video, so if you don't know, the movement activity, the video will show the animated listening map, because Mrs. Christine Tainer will guide you through it all of what to do when you dance this piece, okay? And the next part is the animated lesson kit videos, which if you want to review them again, it is on my link. It is on my description below with the link. Next up is the animated listening map, or people call it in music memory, the animated map lesson videos, which are basically called the animated listening maps. If you want to watch the map again, it will be on my description below. And the last 2 ones that you will have for homework is the live performance video, which you'll be watching that for homework. And this year, from now on, this year and the year through and out, every videos will be from YouTube this time, not on SaveShare, because it's better if we do it on YouTube instead. Okay, so that's the live performance video, and the alternate version performance video is also from a YouTube too, which you're going to love that video. So all these are from YouTube, but all these videos will also be from the teacher's guide too, and your teacher will let you watch them too for homework if you want, or you can do it on your own, because it should be on the teacher's guide for all of these, but obviously you won't be using that. So all these videos will all be coming from YouTube, okay? Alright, so that's that. Next up is our homework pages, which stuff that you will do for activities, okay? So the first one is your activity page. You will have 2 activity pages for today. The first one is is the identify instrument assessment, which you will guess what instrument there is that is played today. It's a really fun game, which I know you will love, and you will do some little math concepts competition, which it should be really fun. Your instructor will go all over about that with you, and I hope you will have fun with those 2 homework activities. You should have these with you at home. Obviously, I can't put them on Google Docs anymore because I can get in trouble, and if I do that, I can't be on in this channel anymore. So this is for you guys. I'm sure you have this already at home. So if you have this already at home, great job. And I'm sure your instructor will give it out to you because she has the print binder, and your teacher will hand this out to you. Okay. The next part of the homework is the reader's theta scripts. Actually, you will have the theta scripts on your student handbook because now everyone will have a student handbook with you. So if you haven't already, the reader's theta script should be in the handbook with you, just to let you know. The next part is the early childhood pages for those who are young. Your instructor will hand it out to you because it is not from the student handbook, but for those who are instructors, please hand these out to your students at home for homework. Okay? And of course, your next homework is the movement activity directions. Your teacher will hand it out to you, and you and your instructor will go over together for homework. Okay? The next part is the theme bank, because when you sing the words of themes, you will be singing along in the theme bank, and as you already know, there is no words to themes videos this year, so that means that you will sing along on your own. You should have this on your student handbook. There is a section that is a little bit different than this, but it shows it shows us a part of the handbook that shows the annotated themes that is printed for you to sing along with. Okay, so that's one thing you will have on the student handbook. And last but not least, the connection of art. Your instructor will hand it out to you, and you and your instructor will need to read that out loud together and read why this art picture has to do with this selection. Okay, just to let you all know. And now the last thing that I want to go over for homework is the checking for the checking for understanding quiz review. Okay, so this will be on your student handbook. The student handbook is famously for having this. So when you open your student handbook on your computer, you will find this. Please print it. If you have a printer, please print it out and do this on your own. Okay, so it will have 5 questions, and you don't have to do the last part because most of it was done for Squilt. So just do the questions 1 through 5. But obviously this is on your student handbook, so I'm not gonna give this out to you, but it's in your student handbook, just to let you all know. Okay, so please get it from your student handbook and start along after this video. Okay, alright. Alright, the moment you've been waiting for now. Since we went through all the homework and all the activities today, now I present to you the animated listening map of Rodeo Hoedown by Copland. And now, here is the official animated listening map of Rodeo Hoedown by Copland. So, please follow along the map and enjoy, and after the map, we will end on music memory for today, okay? So here is the map of Rodeo Hoedown by Copland. I hope you enjoy, and please, most important of all, enjoy the listening map. Enjoy. Here it is.
Rodeo Hoedown by Copland.
Alright, so that is the end of this piece. I really hope y'all enjoy the map. I'm sure it was a very fun map to watch. Don't forget to do all your homework after this video. Thank you all so much for going over this lesson today. And now I must say that we have completed our first lesson out of 16. So we have 15 more to go, which we have a long way ahead. And in fact, after this video, you can actually go over your second piece because it is already published. So please go to the next video after this video, and after this selection we have 15 more to go, so we have a long way ahead. So they both of the first and second videos will be posted this week, so they're already posted already, as you can tell. So I hope you'll have a great time going over this piece, and I hope that you will enjoy going over our second piece. Okay, great job, and I hope y'all enjoy this piece, and I'll see y'all on the second lesson. Okay, bye bye.